Jets win in overtime.
He's got him! He's got him! Tyreek Hill! Fournette! Touchdown!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show, Off the Bench Podcast, episode number 3. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you're having a great day. I'm joined here by my boy, Tyler Zimmerman. Tyler, welcome. I'm happy to have you here on the show.
Thank you.
Just a reminder, if you have any questions, I will answer them at the end of each episode. Make sure to send in your questions to either our Instagram at Off the Bench Podcast, comment them on our YouTube channel, Off the Bench Podcast, or email them to offthebenchpodcast34@gmail.com. All right, let's get to the previous week's games. Right, Thursday, Titans at the Packers. What'd you think of that, dude?
That was a good game. Derrick Henry, he showed off
He's
the same skill set we've been seeing all
That's why
year.
they call him King.
They call him King for a reason.
Yeah.
He's throwing touchdowns, rushing them. Who knows?
Yeah, he's been playing pretty good. And Tannehill, second game back after they decided to start the boy they picked up in the draft, threw for 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. He looked pretty good too.
He did.
Aaron Rodgers, it looked like he played better too, but
Yeah,
ground game,
definitely.
They only had 56 yards on the ground. That's a problem for them. They do rely on that a lot.
That is a big problem.
First game Sunday, we had the Bears of the Falcons. Falcons win 27-24. Young Hoi Koo hits a late field goal. Justin Fields, he showed off yet again.
Fields magic. You know,
He's playing good.
the Jets should have drafted Fields. That's all I gotta say.
I agree with that, but they don't get the win at the end. He throws a pick on the last drive. He did have 153 yards passing and a touchdown, 85 rushing yards, and another touchdown. Falcons run heavy again with almost 150 rushing yards, 130 passing yards. And rookie wide receiver Drake London, 1 reception, 2 yards, and a touchdown. That's it. That's all he had on the day.
That's like, what, 7 fantasy points?
That's 7.2, yeah, not
Jeez.
not that great.
No.
And Pitts went down with an injury. They're saying torn MCL.
Torn MCL.
His season might be done.
I mean, he wasn't doing much either.
No.
Either way. Oh.
Browns at the Bills, playing in Detroit because of that snowstorm in Buffalo.
Yeah, that was
You see the
crazy.
pictures in the stadium?
Yeah, they dropped like 6 feet of snow on them, 5 feet. That's crazy.
Crazy. Bills win 31-23. Browns, they had the lead in the beginning. I thought they were going to pull away, but
I thought they were too. I mean, they looked solid.
yeah, they did. But Buffalo, their firepower offense. Yeah. Tyler Bass hit 6 field goals. He hit 3 in the 4th. Very impressive.
Wow.
Your boy, Amari Cooper. 8
Cooper.
receptions, 113 yards, 2 TDs.
Mr. 30 fantasy points.
Yeah.
He came in huge for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That guy.
We'll get to that later.
Oh,
Your
we
big
will.
week against Joe.
Oh, we will.
Chubb, 14 rushes for 19 yards, not his best performance. Looking to bounce back next week. Knox was the leading receiver with 70 yards. Eagles at the Colts. Jalen Hurts put the team on his back again. Scored late in the game. Colts just, their defense folded. That's what it looked like. What did you
Straight up. You see, I didn't watch much of that game, but
Yeah.
the defense was not on it.
No. Yeah, the Colts, they should have won that game. They folded on defense. Jonathan Taylor, another pretty good game. 84 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, he looks like he's
starting to
coming
turn
back.
up again. I hope he stays consistent
I
with
hope
that.
he goes back to his true form.
And the Eagles win after losing to the Commanders the week before Monday night. Jets at the Patriots. That was a heartbreaker.
See, this is a sensitive topic. Those who don't know,
And look, we got the replay playing on the TV. They just returned the punt for the touchdown. That's
I don't
another.
even want to talk about it.
No.
Talk about 2 blocks in the back. All right. Well,
Yeah. Yep.
One thing I gotta say is that it was a defensive game for sure.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could say about that.
Right.
The offense just. If you don't know, we're both Jets fans.
Oh
and,
yeah. Tyler, I think he's a bigger Jets fan than I am, arguably.
It's close. It's close, but what we both know is Zach Wilson is not the answer.
No, he didn't look like it that game. He played bad. 9 for 22, 77 yards.
Jeez.
That's atrocious. How many yards in the second half did they have?
They had 2 yards of offense in the second
2 yards
half,
of
which
offense.
that's horrendous.
Horrible.
I'm almost willing to go as far as saying that Zach Wilson is historically bad.
I saw a graphic on Instagram comparing him to Jamarcus Russell.
See, I don't even know who that is.
He
That's
was,
why.
the Raiders, he was the first overall pick years ago. He was supposed to be
Really?
the guy. And
Yeah.
he was one of the biggest busts of all time.
Well, I mean, that's a
And
good comparison.
They put their stats right next to each other. They're almost identical.
Really?
Yes. It's not a good look.
See, if Zach Wilson wasn't doing the stuff he's doing off the field, I don't think he would have been on the Jets much longer.
Well, for the Patriots, Damian Harris was back as the leading rusher. Well, Ramondre Stevenson, he's been playing really good. He was the leading receiver. The Jets dropped from 2nd to 4th in the AFC East. That's killer.
It's killer because if we won that game, we're in first.
We're in first.
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, we'll come back to that game later.
Oh, we will.
Rams at the Saints. Saints win 27-20. I didn't watch much of that game either, but looked like Andy Dalton had a good game. 260 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Red Rocket. He's something.
Yeah. Olave had 5 receptions, 102 yards, and a touchdown. No Cooper Kupp for the Rams. The Rams aren't the same without him.
They're not.
No.
I mean, the Rams. What are they? 3-9 or no something.
They're under 500. We know that. I think they might be last.
Well under.
They might be last in their division.
Yeah.
Either them or the Cardinals. Saints are looking for a late season surge. Maybe wild card.
Maybe.
You never know. Anything
Never
can happen.
know.
Lions at the Giants. Oh, poor G-Men fans. That was a tough one.
No, not poor G-Men fans. I hate the Giants. I'm not gonna lie. I hate the Giants. I can't stand them and their fan base. But that game was a bit of a doozy.
Yeah.
Saquon looked like the Saquon that I remembered. I mean, I didn't remember.
15 carries, 22 yards. That's bad for Saquon. But Jamal Williams, on the other hand, 3 touchdowns. He's got 12 on the year. He leads the league in touchdowns.
He's looking like the RB1 in Detroit.
I don't. Yeah, that's up for debate. Who knows?
Yeah.
But Swift is coming back off of an injury.
He is. To be fair.
Yeah. But both these teams do play on Thanksgiving. Lions playing the Bills and Giants playing the Cowboys. So those should both be maybe good games. I don't know about the Lions game, but Giants Cowboys for sure.
We'll talk about that in predictions.
Yeah. Panthers at the Ravens. Not high scoring. Ravens win 13-3. Baltimore defense allowed 36 rushing yards. The only notes I have here on the Panthers is that they stink.
Yeah, they do.
They stink.
You saw they're starting Sam Darnold this week. It was announced.
They're starting Darnold.
Darnold next week, which I hope there's no ghosts on that field because he's throwing picks.
Actually, as a Jets fan, I'm kind of happy for him to see him get the starting role again. But their QB situation is not good.
I mean, they got him in Mayfield.
And did PJ Walker get hurt?
I'm not even sure,
but he didn't. No, I don't know.
It's a whole lot of mid.
But yeah, maybe Darnold might be the answer late in the season, but
he might.
I doubt it.
You never know. I doubt it too. I mean, as long as he doesn't get mono and stays healthy, I think he'll. You never know. He could shine.
He could. We don't know about that. Commanders at the Texans. Commanders were up 20-0 at halftime. They went 23-10. Beat the Eagles last week. Another big win this week.
That's momentum.
Yeah.
I mean, coming off a win from the Eagles, arguably one of the best teams in the league.
Yes, you could argue that.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they look good. I like the commies. Heineke. I like Heineke in there. I like him better
than Wentz.
I do too. I think him and another thing is Heineke utilizes Terry a lot better than Wentz does.
Terry's getting a lot more catches.
And I'm not just saying that because I have him in fantasy. I'm saying that because I care about the commies offense. They're putting it together.
And Dameon Pierce, 10 rushes, 8 yards.
See, when your yards are under the attempts that the rushes that you have, that's
Hoyt. That was a bad week for Pierce.
Hoyt, yeah.
But I think you still got the win, so congrats on that. You're going to be first in the division, I think.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
But Davis Mills threw 2 picks. One was pick 6. Texans didn't have a chance in that game.
No.
Raiders at the Broncos. This 2 mid teams, but teams always. When they play each other, it's always a good game.
Mid teams that both made off-season moves in this off-season that everyone expected them to be good.
Everyone was saying that they were going to make the playoffs. That AFC West division, they were saying maybe every team can make the playoffs, but that is not happening for now.
No.
But the Raiders went 22-16 overtime. Devontae Adams, 7 receptions, 141 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, I was going to say, you see that route he ran?
Yeah, that was a nice route.
Was separation.
Was that Surtain?
I think it was Surtain. That's something not to discredit. Surtain's one of the best in the league.
He's one of the best, but Adams also showing why he's one of the best in the league, too.
Yeah.
But after the game, they released Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, I don't know what the strat was there.
Because Chase Edmonds got hurt.
So what are they doing?
So I don't know.
I mean,
I have no idea. I don't know.
There had to have been problems in the locker room. I'm not going to sit here and make assumptions.
Maybe I don't know.
I don't know what else
I'm not really sure. Yeah. Cowboys Vikings. That game was over from the start. We got it on the TV right now. Yeah, I think
Tony Pollard.
Let's
talk about it.
He was the leading rusher and receiver. 80 rushing yards, he had 109 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. I don't know if you saw, but both those touchdown receptions, he didn't get touched.
Really?
He did not get touched. He's fast.
It almost makes me wonder what's next for Zeke.
I don't know, but I mean Zeke also had 2 touchdowns too. He's just that power back. Because one drive I saw, Pollard led them right to the goal line. He tried to get in and couldn't. So you bring in, let Zeke eat,
feed the beast.
Zeke,
feed the beast.
And he just powered right in and scored.
He doesn't got that belly for nothing.
But their defense, the Cowboys' defense, 7 sacks.
7 sacks.
Yeah, Parsons is.
I didn't watch this game fully, but
yeah.
I did see where they took it off TV. It was so bad, but
yeah,
Cal, I saw Parsons just coming up the gut every play.
Yeah,
it was just getting in there.
And their offense couldn't do anything. I think Jefferson had 36 yards.
Jefferson, I don't even know if he came to the game. To be honest with you,
well, I think it was more Kirk. Kirk couldn't do anything.
Yeah, Kirk.
The line couldn't block their
Perk Thuggins.
That ended that week.
He's got to take those chains off.
Yeah. Bengals at the Steelers divisional game. Bengals win 37-30. High scoring game.
Very.
Burrow 355 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Samaje Perine 3 receiving touchdowns.
See, that's something
because Mixon got hurt. I don't know to what extent, but Perine filled in pretty easily. Him and Mixon were running back duo back in Oklahoma in college. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah. So they're familiar with each other. T. Higgins, 9 receptions, 148 yards. I think he could have had it if he had a touchdown. Top receiver of the week, maybe. Yes. But he has a nice game. Najee. He's on the come up.
He is.
116 total yards, 2 touchdowns.
Let's talk. Najee was coming out. I know in most fantasy drafts he was going first round.
He went. What did he go in our draft? 4th?
I think he went 4th. Yeah.
That surprised me because I was sitting at 8th. I thought I was going to be able to get him, but he went 4th.
I mean, good thing you didn't at the end of the day because the first how many weeks was he a bust?
Oh, every week, almost every week
up
until last week he put up
seriously.
Yeah.
I was starting to question how much he was worth to even trade for. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And Pickett, he played pretty good. They just couldn't win. No, that was it really.
I think they play any other team there. I think they squeeze that one out.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
The Bengals are good.
They're a good team. And Jamar Chase might come back next week.
That's huge.
That could be dangerous.
That could be dangerous.
All right, Sunday night game, Chiefs at the Chargers. The games between those two teams are always good.
Always.
Chiefs win 30-27. Mahomes game-winning drive under 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But they got the ball back. I knew they were going to score.
Right.
Mahomes magic.
You put the ball in Mahomes' hands. I don't know what else to expect. You know what I mean?
329 yards, 3 touchdowns. All of them went to Kelsey. 6 receptions, 115 yards.
Yeah, I traded Kelsey away this week.
And then Monday night, 49ers at the Cardinals. 38-10 49ers. They played in Mexico City. Kittle. Big week for your boy Kittle.
Big week for Kittle. We're gonna talk about him when it comes around to the fantasy, but let's just say I made one specific person very angry.
Yeah.
By starting George Kittle.
But Cardinals without Kyler, he hasn't played since Warzone dropped.
No, he hasn't left his gaming chair. That thing's got an imprint in it.
Yeah, I don't know what his deal is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it Warzone? Maybe. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't.
Sleep deprived. 49ers now first in the NFC West. All right, that does it for the previous week's games. Now, fantasy performers. Quarterbacks, we had 3 top performers. Mahomes, 27.46. Burrow, 26.7. Jimmy G, 25.42.
Jimmy G.
He had a great game.
He did.
Running backs, Pollard led them all, 36.9. Very good game for him. Najee, 27.6. You had King Henry. 25.36. That's coming from his passing touchdown.
Let's talk about something real quick. Let's go back up to the quarterbacks. I just want to say, what the hell happened with Josh Allen?
I don't know.
12 points?
That's not good.
It's not.
No,
I don't know. He needs to more production there.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just
fluke game.
Everyone's guaranteed to have an off week. Maybe that was his off week.
Let's hope so.
I hope it was his off week.
And
Jamal Williams, 24.4. He had those 3 touchdowns.
Yes.
Wide receivers, you had Devontae Adams, 33.1. Amari Cooper, 31.3. Josh Palmer for the Chargers. He had that 50-yard bomb early in the game.
Yeah.
He caught another touchdown, 30.6. I benched him.
You have him?
Yeah, I picked him up. And Mike Williams got hurt. He had
a
good game. Then he had a bad game, so I benched him. And
yeah.
I mean, I don't know who I was going to start him over.
Yeah.
But that's
sometimes you just got to throw someone in there.
Yeah, and then T. Higgins, 23.8.
That's not bad. Joe has him, right?
Joe has him, yeah.
It didn't really help him much. I'm glad he can say he had 23 points.
Yeah. Now we move to the tight ends. Kelsey, he's the best. He's always been the best. 35.5. He's a dog.
He's a dog.
Kittle,
right underneath.
24.2.
Let's talk about George Kittle.
Let's talk about George Kittle.
So, going into this Monday night game, I'm down 4 points. My opponent's got McCaffrey. My opponent's also name is Joe. He's got McCaffrey. I got Kittle. I'm thinking, it's over with. You never know. And this is actually something that you didn't know either. So we're sitting there watching the game. I'm with him watching the game.
Right.
They're going back and forth. Kittle's having a good game. I'm like, maybe it'll happen.
Yep.
They get on that 30-yard line, right?
Yep.
I look over at Adam. I go, watch him take this to the house. Watch Kittle get this to the house. Next thing you know, Kittle takes it to the house, and I'm up by a point. Oh, it was the best feeling. Joe, he was pissed.
Yeah, that's huge for our division.
Huge,
we have a
huge
competitive division.
Yes,
outside
we do.
Of Dom. Sorry, Dom.
No, Dom. That's a bad team right there. He's almost as historically bad as Zach Wilson is. I think
maybe he could argue that.
Close.
But our division, that's competitive.
It is competitive.
It's going to be a tight race for the playoffs. It all comes down to these last 3 weeks.
Yes, it does.
Defenses. Washington had 21. That pick 6 helped with that. New England, 17. I mean, the punt return.
Yeah,
you can't.
Whatever.
Kickers. You had 2 kickers with 23. Tyler Bass of the Bills. Brett Maher of the Cowboys. I don't know if you saw before halftime that 60-yard field goal.
I did not.
So he hit it. They had a 60-yard attempt, right? He hit the first one. But before they snapped the ball, the officials wanted to review if one of the, I think CeeDee Lamb, if he caught the ball, had possession.
Yeah.
Or didn't fumble.
So it didn't count.
Grab it. So no, it did count. So that field goal did not count. So they had to redo it again. The first one he just made it. I thought he was going to miss the second one. Second one right down the middle.
Really?
Yeah.
See, who he played for, if I'm not mistaken,
Maher?
He played for the Lions at one time, no?
I don't remember. Honestly, I hadn't heard of him until
I don't
this
know.
week.
I remember him having a leg.
Yeah. All right, that does it for fantasy. Now on to the news, predictions, hot takes. We said before, Kyle Pitts, torn MCL, out indefinitely, probably for the year.
I mean, Kyle Pitts, when he came into the league, everyone thought he was the next big thing. Everyone thought
they took him as
taking him
4th overall. Well, in the draft, NFL draft, he went 4th.
No, seriously. And he just hasn't been putting up the number. I mean, you gotta take into consideration the quarterback situation over there.
Mariota, he's having a good year.
He is.
Because past couple, right, he got drafted to Tennessee, played all right, then got benched.
Yeah.
Then he got traded. Then he got traded again. Now he's starting again.
He's had a rough journey.
He has. He had a great college career at Oregon. Yeah. Won a Heisman. Almost won a championship with them.
Really?
But yeah, he's having a decent year. I mean, the Falcons they're above expectations for sure. But
for sure.
Losing Pitts is a huge loss to the passing game. I mean, they run a lot anyways. All right, Wan'Dale Robinson for the G-Men, torn ACL. He's out for the year.
I mean,
he was one of Daniel Jones' top targets. But that will definitely create opportunities for Slayton.
It will.
Maybe Galladay. Galladay had 2 catches last game.
Even more for Saquon out of the backfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very true.
Line him up like McCaffrey's lined up in the slot sometimes. That could, you never know.
Yeah, for sure. The Broncos waived Melvin Gordon. We talked about that. What are they? I don't understand it.
There's no point.
Edmonds got hurt. You already have your top guy out for the year.
Right.
Latavius Murray, he's bounced around the league.
Yeah, and what is...
You have Melvin Gordon, a veteron who knows,
he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's not bad. He's still I would consider him still a top... I don't want to say anything and not know, but top 20.
Yeah, he could be.
Top 20 running back in the league.
He could be for sure, yeah. I don't understand that move from them.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't know. With Denver. I saw it, and I don't know, it didn't make sense.
I was confused when I saw it too.
I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible. But I don't know, it just doesn't make sense because they have Latavius Murray, who's been starting, Marlon Mack, he's been around the league. I'm looking right now. Edmonds got hurt. Mike Boone, I don't know who that is. And Demaria Crockett.
Crockett. So this is what the Broncos are thinking. They're thinking that Demarion, or whatever his name is, Demarion Crockpot, is better than Melvin Gordon, a veteran running back who obviously knows what he's doing. It doesn't.
Hey, maybe they know something that we don't.
Maybe they do, but I gotta know soon.
All right, moving on. We saw Robert Saleh didn't confirm the quarterback situation, which means Zach Wilson could not start next week.
And that's it.
I think he needs to be humbled. I think he does personally. Too. I think they should bench him.
I think they should too, especially going into that the post game interview when the announcer was, or not the announcer. I'm sorry. They were like
the reporter.
The reporter was like, do you feel like you let your defense down with that performance? And before the reporter could even finish, he said, no.
Yeah.
That's an ego thing. You're not Tom Brady. You're Zach Wilson. Stay in your lane.
Yeah. I mean, credit to you got with your mom's friend. That's pretty cool.
That's the only reason why I want to have him on the roster.
Oh yeah, that's why I bought.
Get another QB to start.
That's why I'm happy to have his jersey, not the way he's been playing.
No.
But next week against the Bears, I think that'd be a good week to start Mike White.
I think that'd be
Flacco or who's the other guy? Streveler.
Here's one thing. Here's one thing about Streveler. Preseason, he looked flat out. He looked amazing in preseason.
Yeah.
The only thing is that's preseason. That's a preseason defense. He's playing against Johnny Test coming out of Shenango Forks.
Yeah.
He's like you can't put that to the test as if he's a good quarterback.
Right.
But we can definitely see against the Bears. I think that'd be a great test.
Mm-hmm. All right, and we talked about this before. Detroit's running back situation.
Yes.
Who's their RB1? Like who? I don't.
They got a little two-headed. A lot of teams in the league I see now have two solid running backs. And I think the running backs are just getting better every year. I think they're just putting more backs in the league, and none of them are retiring, which I think it's great.
Because you have the Lions with Williams and Swift, the Bears with Montgomery, Herbert before he got hurt. The Cowboys with Pollard and Zeke.
Don't forget about the Jets with James Robinson, Michael Carter, and Breece Hall.
Breece Hall when he was healthy.
I mean,
the Patriots, Stevenson's been playing good now. Damian Harris is back.
Yep.
The Dolphins, Jeff Wilson and Mostert, they could both start on any team.
They can.
I mean,
who else do we got here? It can go on and on.
About.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you could even argue the Bills with Singletary and what's his name, Cook
and
James
who
Cook.
They just get from Indianapolis.
Naheem Hines.
Naheem Hines.
Yeah, they picked up Hines too. So
Washington with Gibson and Brian Robinson.
Yes. How about Cleveland? Chubb and Hunt.
Arguably the best.
That's arguably the best running back duo in the league right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Two-headed monster.
Yeah, a lot of teams have been doing that, which from a fantasy perspective, you don't want.
You don't want
one guy.
You want the main guy.
Like the Giants, you have Saquon.
Try Henry.
Derrick Henry, who's
even
Austin Eckler.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and those are
now not. I mean,
notice all the guys you just listed are all top performers.
You could say Najee. Najee's been RB1, but he hasn't been played.
He hasn't been played, but he has been RB1. There's not another guy in that roster that's better than him.
No. So interesting for the Lions for sure. Because Williams 12 touchdowns in the year. That's first in the NFL.
That's impressive.
That's very impressive,
especially playing the RB2 role. Because Swift is good. He's good. Swift is a true RB1.
Yes.
But I also think Jamal Williams. Whenever Swift goes down, Jamal Williams comes in and shows out.
He's arguably the best backup in the league. I think him and Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, it's close between the both. Because Kareem Hunt, I don't even consider him a backup because the role that he plays in their offense is so dynamic to the point where they put in Chubb for a couple plays, get a couple big runs. Kareem Hunt's in there. He's running hard.
But even you saw last year when Chubb got hurt, Kareem Hunt stepped right in.
He stepped right in and his
Chubb wasn't even didn't even exist.
Right. It's like it didn't even matter. And that's from a team standpoint, that is a great thing to have.
Awesome.
From fantasy, it's not.
Right.
That's why I traded away Chubb to Dom, and that's why he's in last place.
But Swift has been battling injuries. He's coming back off. He missed a few weeks for different things, but maybe he did score last week.
He did.
So maybe he'll start producing more. Who knows? I don't know what they're going to do. I do have a prediction.
Got a prediction.
Let's hear it. For the Jets.
Okay.
I think they're going to take a quarterback this year. Not early in the draft. I'm thinking like third or fourth round, maybe.
Third or fourth round?
Because next year Zach Wilson's he's on the chopping block.
I would.
It was the same situation with Darnold.
Yeah.
Darnold, we gave him 3 years and then we traded him.
Yeah.
This third year.
At
this
point,
year you got to prove yourself.
Yes, it is.
Or you're gone.
And right now it's looking like he's gone.
We have a talented roster.
We do.
We need an average quarterback. I've said about the 49ers that if they have a good quarterback, I think they're the best team in the league.
Yes.
Because on offense and defense, they have weapons. Jimmy G, when he plays average, they win games.
Yes. All he needs to do is play average. He doesn't
Zach
need to go
Wilson
over
needs
the
to play
top.
average. No, he can't make easy throws though. You see how many times he overthrew guys?
Little
this past
screen
week?
passes to the right out to the
He
running
threw it
backs.
4 feet over
4 feet over his
Michael
head.
Carter's head on
Yes.
a wide open screen pass. You can't do that.
You can't.
You can't be doing that.
You can't do that. You don't win football games like that. And I don't know. Our defense, stellar. I think our defense is a top. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Top 3 defense in the league.
Top 3. I was gonna say top 5, but you could argue top 3.
I can argue top 3, and I could really go into detail about it too. But
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna right now. I think another problem, and because we have never seen this, and we don't know if it's true or not. I don't think the New York Jets. I don't think they can develop a quarterback out of college.
No,
I don't think they can.
We have to either trade for one or we sign Lamar. Lamar's on my
See,
radar.
that's what I'm thinking.
But
If
I don't know.
we get
I don't see
Lamar-
how Baltimore lets him go.
I don't see that either.
No.
And I don't know. Yeah, but what about another thing? What about Rodgers for a couple of years?
But he's like, how old is Rodgers?
And he does drugs, but like still,
Yeah,
like
what is he
said
like?
it
With Rogan. What did he
Yeah,
take?
true. He
I listened to
took
that
perks. He
podcast.
took a perk.
Yeah.
He takes perks for every game or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can,
But he's a veteran.
He is a
knows how to
veteran.
throw the ball. He knows what to do.
at least he's not going to miss Michael Carter 4 feet over his
No.
head on a screen pass.
No.
You can't do that. I'd make that throw.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, now hot take of the week. Last week, what did I say? I think I said Bills won't win the division last week,
Yes.
which could.
It's looking. I
Because
mean,
before the season, everyone's saying they're going to the Super Bowl. I thought obviously they could definitely go to the Super Bowl.
I thought they
They're
were
talented.
I thought they were going.
The way
to
they
the
beat the
Super
Rams week 1, I'm like, okay, they're for real.
Bowl. And the Rams turned out to be
The Rams are
bungalow
dog water.
dog.
Yeah, hot take of the week. I think the Cowboys can make it to the Super Bowl.
You think the Cowboys can make it to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Here, I like that.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah,
The
explain.
defense is very good. I say stellar.
Yes,
Stellar is.
I agree with that.
Yes.
They held best offense 3 points.
They have the two-headed monster running back, like we said before.
Mm-hmm.
You have Pollard, who's quick and explosive. He makes explosive plays. And you have Zeke, who will run over literally anybody.
Seriously.
He's not a good fantasy option because he doesn't get a lot of yards, but when you're at the 1 yard line, you need a touchdown, you give it to Zeke.
It's good team- it's good team football.
It's guaranteed.
Seriously,
Dak is looking good because he got hurt earlier in the year. I thought he was just going to miss the whole year.
even Cooper Rush,
Cooper Rush, he
Rush
helped
looked
them.
good.
They lost one game with him.
I know.
He won how many games? 4 or 5?
Something like that. Yeah.
Now Dak's back. I think they could win. They could win the division too.
I think
mean,
that division is definitely. It's definitely a tough division.
It's tough, but they
especially with the commies coming up like that.
Yeah.
they're starting to show out. I think.
if they play real, they could.
They could.
Honestly. Well, they got to beat the Giants this week.
I mean, that should be easy for the Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but I don't. I think Dallas, like everyone's saying, like the Cowboys, we them boys. Like I think they're for real this year.
I think they are too.
Every year they've been flukes.
Yes.
I think this year they're for real.
Every year they're always like mid.
Yes.
And like they always make it to the playoffs and they always just
Yeah. Well, you saw
Yeah.
last year against
Yeah.
the 49ers. They had the game.
seriously.
They fumbled at the end.
Yeah.
Or not literally fumbled, but like
They fumbled the bag.
They fumbled the
Yeah,
bag.
exactly. Yeah. And there's not much. I mean, you got to be able to finish. Like
No, they couldn't
You
finish
have to be able
yeah.
to. I have a little hot take too.
Let's hear it.
So, one of my good friends, Rocco Spinelli, has this take, and it's starting to grow on me.
Sure.
He told me this from the beginning of the year. Everyone was doubting this team. I think the Niners are Super Bowl contenders. They're my sleeper Super Bowl team.
I think
right
so
now.
too. I think
And I say that with confidence.
I agree.
I think they got Jimmy G. All he needs to do is play mid, like we said.
Yep.
Like we said, all he needs to do is
Yep.
play mid. And if he can't do that, then they gotta do something. They gotta do something else. The running back situation.
You have acquiring McCaffrey was huge.
Huge.
You've seen how he
That is
fits
one of
right
the
into
best-
Kyle Shanahan's
He does.
team.
He does. And Shanahan uses him in a way that the Panthers never really. I didn't see McCaffrey lining up at receiver as much as he is now.
No.
I don't know if you watched the game.
I did. I watched a little bit of it.
He was lining up at receiver a good amount of times, and they were hitting him on seam routes. It's not even. He was doing some slants.
Yeah.
But he's being utilized like a
hybrid, I guess you could call it. I don't know.
kind of like what they did with Debo, but the opposite way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like throwing him out at receiver.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think with that many weapons and them both being utility,
Mm-hmm.
I I don't see how that offense doesn't produce against any defense.
Well, now,
I think they would cook us.
Elijah Mitchell's back from injury. He's been playing good. Right? You have Debo and Ayuk at receivers. Debo's been good. Ayuk,
yes,
he's been playing really good.
Ayuk has 2.
Kittle's
a dog.
Top 3 tight end in the league.
Top
2.
I like top 2.
Kelsey's 1. You can't argue that.
Andrews.
I
think it's a toss-up between Kittle.
Yeah.
After this week, to see what he just did, like last night, that was a great ball game.
Yeah,
he played great.
For sure.
He played great.
Yeah, that team, they can definitely go far.
And I think they can really do it. That's my hot take, inspired by Rocco Spinelli.
Thank you, Rocco.
Thank you.
All right, predictions for next week. We got the 3 games on Thanksgiving Thursday.
Turkey Day.
First, Bills at the Lions. I'm thinking the Bills.
I'm thinking the Bills too, but here's the thing. You think of a Thanksgiving team, excuse me.
Yeah.
Wow. Go.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say for Buffalo, they played in Detroit last week. They're playing again. They're familiar with the environment because going on the road's tough.
It is.
But when you play there 2 weeks in a row, you're already used to it.
It's like it takes away part of the home team advantage.
Exactly.
So.
And they're going up against a weaker Lions team. I mean, I'll give it to them. They just beat the Giants, who have been playing good this year.
The Giants have beat some good football teams.
They have for sure. But I think with that offense, they could torch the Lions defense. They could embarrass them.
Yeah, the Lions defense is already known for being weak. So it's
Diggs is going to create opportunities for Gabe Davis this week.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I think Gabe Davis could have a big game. That's what I'm thinking.
Gabe Davis could. So that's good for Dom.
That's good for Dom, yeah, for sure.
Get him out the beer, man.
Yeah. All right, Giants at the Cowboys divisional game. This is a big game. I'm taking Weedham Boys.
I'm taking the boys, too.
Boys.
I'm taking the boys.
Like I said before, the defense is one of the best in football. So I'm going to make this prediction. I think Danny Dimes, he's not going to be throwing dimes. He's going to throw 2 picks this week.
2 picks?
I think he's going to throw 2 picks.
I like that.
I think Saquon's going to run for under 90 yards, too.
Yeah?
I think so.
I like that, too. I think Parsons, you know that Giants O-line is, it's all right, but it's not the best.
Right.
I mean, you saw what Jamal Adams did them a couple of years ago.
I'm
not going to go back to it. But,
Battle from New York.
But, yeah, seriously. I'm gonna go Parsons 3.5 sacks. I feel like they're gonna utilize. He's just such a beast.
He's good.
He is. He's a beast.
You could argue he's one of the best defensive players in football right now.
I could argue he is.
He's a candidate for defensive player of the year.
Yes,
for sure.
I mean, there he is right now on the team.
He dominated the Vikings.
He did.
He got to Kirk almost every play.
And he's so fast.
Yeah.
He is so fast.
That's what makes him different from other.
Seriously, did you see him race? Did you see him? Not race, but they put him. Maybe they did race. I don't know. Next to Tyreek.
No.
And it was very close.
Really?
It was very
Tyreek is.
I forgot what exactly happened, but it was very close.
We went to the Jets Dolphins game and just seeing him in person, he's fast.
Yeah.
Tyreek is fast.
No, I know.
You see it on TV, but in person, he's quick.
Really.
You're saying Michael Parsons is right there. Like that's crazy to think about.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure that it was on Pro Bowl last year. I think it was Parsons, I think it was Tyreek, and I think 2 other guys too. Mm-hmm. I forgot who. Don't grill me for it, but they were either racing or they put their times together or something like that. But it was very close. If not, Parsons won. Wow. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, but I'm 99% sure Parsons won.
That's interesting.
But it is.
That's very interesting. Wow, so that's going to be a great game. That might be the Thanksgiving game of the week. Not game of the week, but game of the day, probably.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because then you got the Patriots and Vikings after that. I like the Vikings in this one. I think they could get a nice bounce-back win after getting destroyed by the Cowboys. Patriots, their defense is very good, but their offense is mid.
You can't really base the Patriots defense against the Jets offense because, I mean, just from the last game, even the games before, though.
No, they've been playing good in games before. They did. Yes. The Jets, Patriots, we knew that was going to be a defensive battle.
Yes. I mean,
because both their offenses aren't great. Their defenses are good.
Yes.
Patriots defense is good.
And neither team scored an offensive touchdown.
No, the touchdown, it was on the punt return.
The punt return. I was actually on the phone with you.
Yeah, oh, God.
We were on FaceTime.
Yeah, that was a heartbreak.
Oh, that was.
God,
I cried.
I almost threw my phone at the wall.
Yeah, that probably would have hurt.
That would have hurt a lot. But that's in the past. All right, moving on. Sunday, Buccaneers at the Browns. I'm taking the Bucs.
Taking the Bucs?
What about you?
I'm going to take Cleveland.
You like Cleveland?
I like Cleveland. I'm going to tell you why.
Let me hear it.
They played the first half of that, or the first half of that Bills game. I really thought Cleveland was going to come out, and the way that they were dominant on defense.
I thought they were going to.
JOK, he was playing very well.
Mm-hmm.
He was containing. He was doing all the job that a linebacker needs to do.
Yep.
I think Ward, arguably one of the best corners in the league.
For sure.
They have a nice defense. Myles Garrett, you can't forget about him.
Yeah,
I feel like people forget about him. Like, he hits people with helmets, but like, still, I mean, Mason Rudolph had that coming for him. You know.
Thank God Rudolph.
He already had that indent in his head. So, but yeah, I like the Browns in this game. The Bucks. I think Tom Brady's going. He probably misses his ex. So
does he? I mean, he chose football over her, dude. He's dedicated to the game.
Yeah, or his kids. He probably misses kissing his kids too. I'm a big Tom Brady hater. I mean, you being a Jets fan as well. I think we both know that.
I'll tell you this though: the Super Bowl when they played the Chiefs, I was pulling for the Bucks.
Really?
What Brady? When you're going up against him twice a year, you have to hate him.
Yeah.
Like when we played the Patriots back when he was on the team, I hated those games. But now seeing him on the Bucs, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm rooting for him, but like
I know what you mean.
I'm not against.
You're not against him. I know what you mean. See, I've just always had that hatred towards Brady. Like,
right.
I don't know. I don't think I could ever root for Tom Brady. That's why it was hard for me to have Mike Evans on my fantasy team. I'm not gonna lie.
I got him.
I know you got him. I know, but hey, it's all right.
Well, I'll tell you this: the Bucs are on a 2-game winning streak. Browns have lost 4 out of their last 5.
They have. I think one big thing for the Browns, and this is Jacoby Brissett. He's mid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know what Deshaun's going to do.
Is he playing next week, Deshaun? I thought, when could he come back? Was it week 12?
I thought it was week 12.
I don't know. That's because if Deshaun's playing, that's a whole different.
That's a different story.
I would probably switch to the Browns.
Seriously, I mean, you never know what he's going to do, but there's always that first game back. He's got fire in him.
Okay, no,
play.
He's making his debut week 13, so it's the week after.
So
he's
not
after. Yeah, okay. Against Houston, that's going to be something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's like the story wrote itself.
That seriously.
NFL script writers, you're doing a great job.
The script leaked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez. Hold on. Speaking about script leak, did you see on the NFL's Instagram page they posted and then took down really quick a picture of the Super Bowl, like the trophy, with Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes next to it, and they took it down. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not see that. I
they
didn't
took
even
it
hear
down.
about that.
I was at work and I saw it, and I showed one of my coworkers. I was like, "Did you see this?" He was like, "Yeah." Like, what's? And then they took it down, and everyone's like, "Oh, script leaked."
I did not see that.
I don't know, but all I'm saying is if it's a Eagles
Chiefs
Super Bowl, it's not looking good for NFL script.
No, not at all.
But hey, you never know.
All right, let's move on. Bengals at the Titans. Rematch of the AFC divisional game last year. That was a great game last year. Remember that?
Yes, that was a great game.
I'm taking the Bengals.
Wow.
Which I think they'll beat them again. Partly because I think Jamar Chase is going to play.
Okay.
And he had a big game last year in the playoffs. I think he'll have a big game again if he plays.
Yes.
I don't know if he's going to play.
No, I agree.
We got to see if he practices this week.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. I think for sure if Jamar's playing, I think it's definitely going to be a battle.
Yeah.
It's going to be a battle. But I don't see the Bengals stopping Henry.
I was going to say that. I think Derrick Henry's going to have a big game.
I think
he'll run for 2 touchdowns for sure.
I think 2 touchdowns. He might even throw one.
He could throw one.
That's a hot take to make.
Did he throw one last year in the game? Did he throw one last year in the playoff game? I don't think so.
No,
he didn't.
Threw one against the Chiefs. No,
I can't remember off the top of my head.
I forgot what it was.
But he's known. I think you could argue he's the backup quarterback in Tennessee.
He's a threat. I mean, he throws the ball more to Malik Willis when he plays. So
yeah,
I mean,
right.
You can't really discredit that.
Yeah, that game that will be one to watch for sure.
No, seriously.
Titans at the Dolphins. I don't Dolphins like. I don't have anything else to say.
No, there's nothing to really add onto that.
I think the Dolphins are going to blow them out.
I mean, Mills, he's.
I don't want to say he's mid, but like
Davis,
he's not bad.
I feel like he's one of the best quarterbacks to come out of that class.
Who was he in the class with Zach Wilson?
Yes, he was.
Well, there were a lot of quarterbacks in that class. They were saying that was a good class, right? Trevor Lawrence, Wilson.
I mean,
Justin
Trevor
Fields,
Lawrence,
Mac Jones.
Wilson is below mid. I really take back ever calling him good. I do.
Yeah.
He's shown some.
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to take it back yet.
Yeah.
I think he can prove himself. No, not yet.
I hope he does, but the thing is with the accountability.
Yeah.
He needs to.
They're right. There is no accountability. I saw on Instagram one of the players was saying.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the players, but people were saying there's no accountability. Maybe it was one of the players.
It's the Jets' defensive players like John Franklin Myers, like Sauce, Quinnen. They all have been on Twitter, and if you go to their likes, they're liking tweets that have Zach. Yes, I swear, I swear, it's something to definitely watch. But there's no way Zach doesn't see this. There's going to be problems. I just feel like there's going to be problems in the locker room. I don't think it's going to be good for our season, but that's just a take that I don't want to happen.
Hey, maybe we sign Odell.
You know, I don't think he wants a quarterback like Zach Wilson. I would love to sign Odell.
Oh, my God.
That would make my day.
Yes.
But I don't think he will.
I think...
Who's going to throw? Joe Flacco?
Oh, Streffler.
Streffler's coming out firing.
Yeah. All right, so now we'll move on to the Bears, the Jets. I'm going to take the Jets.
I'm taking the Jets tonight.
The guy doing the coin flip says the Bears, though. And he's been perfect all year.
He's been perfect all year, but, I mean, a broken clock's right twice a day. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, it's right 2 times a day.
2 times a day.
Yep. But the Bears, I mean, I like Justin Fields a lot. I wish we took him.
I like Claypool.
Last year I didn't wish we took him. Now this year I wish we took him.
Oh, seriously. I see edits of him in Jets jerseys and it makes me want to cry.
Even before the draft. Remember in our class? Those were our wallpapers.
Yes, it was. Our wallpapers were
Justin Fields in a Jets jersey.
Or even Trevor Lawrence.
Once I knew we didn't get the first pick.
Yeah, no.
We were not getting Trevor Lawrence.
Fields, I would have loved to have
Fields.
I would have loved to have Fields.
Because he's a dual threat. He can run.
Exactly.
He can throw, too. He's got a good arm.
I mean, as long as you can hit a screen pass to Michael Carter and not throw it 4 feet above his head, I mean, you're fine.
So, yeah. But the Bears' running game, I think, will be a test to the Jets' defense.
I think it will, too.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Zach Wilson doesn't play.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I hope he doesn't.
Yeah, he needs to be humbled.
He needs to take accountability.
Yeah. Falcons at the Commanders. I'm taking Washington. They're hot right now.
They are. I like that take. I'm taking Washington.
Washington, run-heavy game. Falcons, I think they lead the league, and they run like almost every play, it feels like. They look like mid-annual high school football team.
Yes, they do.
Play. Commanders.
Donnie Hammer up the middle.
Yeah. You got the Commanders. You got Gibson and Robinson. They pretty much split carries last game ever since Robinson came back.
Yeah.
Tell me how he got shot.
How many times
did he get shot? Like 7 times?
Shot. No, that was little TJ. He got shot twice in the leg.
Okay, he got twice. 7 times.
But still, he came back quicker than what? He came back.
Michael Thomas came
quicker than Michael Thomas. Turf toe.
Bro's been out for like 3 years.
Yeah, he hasn't.
A slant boy.
He comes back the first game he's back, right? And he goes. He has a nice little day.
Yeah.
And he gets hurt like what? The next game or 2 games after?
Yeah, he's been missing. Oh yeah, he's done for the year.
What the hell is he
Who knows
doing?
if he'll even play next year? You don't know.
Yeah, honestly.
But
boy.
I do think Terry will have a big game.
You think Terry's gonna have a big game?
I think Terry's gonna have.
That would be nice for me.
20 plus points.
20 plus fantasy points. I would love that. Oh, I would love that.
I wouldn't love that because I'm playing you this week.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
But I think he's gonna have a good game. I hope he does, but I hope it's not too big to the point where I lose to you.
King Henry's gonna have a nice day too.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh Allen's probably gonna have a good day.
We'll see what happens.
Kittle, you never know.
We'll
see.
Hey, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Broncos at the Panthers. I'm taking the Broncos, even though they both teams stink.
I mean,
but the Panthers, they're atrocious. They're not good.
I think it's gonna be closer than we think. And I'm just saying this because it's a new quarterback.
Oh yeah, because you said
Darnold is starting. Darnold is starting this week.
That's 50-50.
That's 50-50. He could either come out throwing really good or he could come out...
Because remember the last year, the first 3 games of the year?
Was it the Lions? Oh, no, that was his first year in the... Remember
last year, his first year with the Panthers, he was a top 3 fantasy quarterback.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like I remember that.
I think he put up 25 plus points in his first 3 games, and I was losing my mind because I'm like, why did we trade him? Now he decided to start playing good.
You got to remember, his first game with the Jets, too, I'm pretty sure it was against the Lions. I think he threw for, what, 2 or 3 touchdowns?
Him and Robbie. Well, now Robbie's not there anymore. Robbie's in Arizona. And I haven't seen him do anything.
No, I haven't.
But that game will be one to watch for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Judy might play. But who knows? Will he? I mean, has he really done anything?
No, it's
now you got Latavius Murray, clear RB1.
Yeah, I mean, and the Broncos got. How do you get rid of Melvin?
I will never understand that. Ravens at the Jaguars. I'm gonna go with the Jaguars on this one. Jaguars
Ravens,
at home.
Jags at home.
They have the Ravens -4. But I like the Jaguars.
I gotta think about this for a second.
I love ETN.
Convince me why you like the Jags. I gotta think about this.
I don't know. I just think the Jags will win. I do.
See, I respect that because I feel that way about some teams too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Ravens here just because it's not a must-win game for them, but
I mean in the division, yeah.
In the division,
them and the Bengals, it's just between them two.
They know what they're up against, and they know that they got to win that. I mean, that division's not the strongest at all.
No.
There's so many loaded divisions this year.
AFC North you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a two-man race. It's the Ravens or the Bengals.
Seriously.
Whoever wins the division go in the playoffs. Whoever doesn't, I don't think they will.
Right. And plus, I don't know what's going to happen with Lamar either.
No.
He's
had first couple games this year. You remember he was put up like almost 40 points each game.
Yeah, he was putting up numbers.
Now he's not.
But hey, never know. I think that game's gonna be close.
I think it's
gonna be a lot closer than people can imagine. But I definitely think the Ravens come out on top.
Got next Chargers at the Cardinals. Taking the Chargers.
Chargers.
If Kyler doesn't play, Warzone boy, he's been playing a lot of COD lately.
He has been home.
Yeah, he's been home. I haven't checked out the live streams yet, but I wouldn't be. Has he been live streaming?
No,
I don't think he would, because if he would, that'd be a
bad look. That'd be a very bad look. Imagine he was live streaming during the game.
But you saw Monday night, Arizona struggled on defense against 49ers offense.
Yes,
they're an explosive offense.
They are.
You have the Chargers offense, who are also very explosive.
Eckler is such a dog.
Eckler can run and catch.
He can.
Keenan Allen's back. Yeah. Mike Williams might play.
If Mike Williams plays,
and now you see Josh Palmer too. He's been playing good too.
Yeah, and Herbert's even getting
he's
that recognition that Mahomes gave him. He said that Herbert's making throws that not many people can make.
Yeah,
if
he can,
you know what I mean.
He can throw the ball.
He can sling that thing.
Yeah,
and the way that Herbert responded to it, he was like, oh, he's just saying that like. He's the best. Like he's not taking it. He's not being a Zach Wilson. Does that make sense?
Yes.
He doesn't think he's the best.
Yeah,
he knows he's good, but
humble.
He's being humble about it, which I think that carries on to your teammates. I think that carries on to the way you play. I think a lot of things affect that, and I really respect that out of Herbert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Raiders at the Seahawks. Joe, you're gonna like this. I'm taking the Seahawks.
You're taking the Hawks.
I'm taking the Hawks at home. They're coming off a bye.
Yeah.
The Raiders are also coming off a big win. They really needed that.
They did.
I think this will be another close game.
I think it'll be another close game too. I'm gonna go Raiders here.
Yeah.
I only say that because Devontae Adams, Carr, that connection. I feel like is getting.
They played in college together, right?
Yes. Yeah, they played in college together. That connection is there. They're on sometimes. They're off sometimes. I think they're gonna be on against Seattle. I think Tariq Woolen is a great corner.
Who?
Tariq Woolen. Yeah, the one that everyone compares to Sauce when he's not better than Sauce. Sauce Gardner is the best rookie corner.
He's defensive rookie of the year.
He is, and you'll see that. I mean, he has like 4 Pepsi belts. So
does he have 4? I think
it's something like that.
4 or 5.
I think he has 4.
I think the Jets have almost all of them.
I think we do.
Well, not after this.
And if Brees was never injured, we would have had all of them.
Yep.
I promise.
Yep.
And one thing about the Seahawks. Geno Smith only has so much gas.
Yeah,
we've seen it. He's been on the Jets.
I like Geno.
I like Geno too. I'm glad he's thriving.
I'm happy he's playing good.
I'm happy he's thriving too.
I'm happy for him.
I think he gets outplayed by the Raiders. That's just my take on it.
I was gonna say that could also be the game of the week. That's gonna be
a good game. I agree with that too. Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna be one to watch.
Next, Rams at the Chiefs.
Chiefs are gonna smoke them. The Rams absolutely.
I was gonna say
blow.
Chiefs are gonna blow them out.
The Rams
without Cup.
Like I said, they're like 3-9.
They're not
even without. And Cup's
Cup's hurt.
Sorry.
They're arguably the best team in football. Chiefs.
Yes.
Mahomes, I think he's looking at another MVP.
Yeah,
He's been playing like it.
Definitely, and I think he's getting really slept on. I don't hear a lot of people talking about how Mahomes is still dominating.
Even without Tyreek Hill now.
Even without Hill?
It's him and Kelsey.
Give it to Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey's wide receiver 1.
He is.
At tight end.
He is.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, who else are they going to throw to? Juju Dance-Schuster? What's he going to...
He was hurt. Tony just got hurt.
Oh,
Valdez Scantling,
Tony's hurt again? What did he hurt his?
I don't know.
His hammy again?
Yeah. Well, did you see their running back situation? Clyde's hurt, but even before that, they're playing Pacheco. And he's fast.
He is. I
like Pacheco. He took Tyreek's number 10.
Yeah.
So it's weird seeing another number 10 on there. That's
yeah.
not Tyreek, but Pacheco, he's good.
He's quick.
I like him. I think he's a rookie.
Yeah.
He's been playing good.
I think with a Mahomes to Kelsey connection, you're not really worried about your running back as much. So I mean, obviously it's going to help to open up more space for Kelsey to work.
Yeah.
But you just throw it to Kelsey.
Yeah.
That's their offense.
Exactly.
Mahomes knows what to do with the ball. Mm-hmm. He's arguably one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen.
I think. We've ever seen. Okay.
Yes.
I was going to say, right now he's the best quarterback in the league.
In the league, 100% he's the best quarterback in the league.
We've ever seen.
I'll go as far as saying that.
Better than Brady? In his prime, Brady's out of his prime, I think, right now.
I can't really make a honest statement about that.
Yeah.
Because I would.
You don't know. Mahomes is one of the best.
He is. He has a very bright future ahead of him, and
he's still young. He's already playing like...
What's he, like 25, 26?
Yeah, he's got a lot of years ahead.
26, maybe?
Yeah. He's already got a Super Bowl. He's looking to get another one this year.
Who knows what's next for
Mahomes
this
year. Yeah. Who knows?
He could be hopping over to different teams. You never know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. They're going to pay him.
Yeah.
He's already got, 10-year contract? Yeah, never mind.
$500 million, 10 years.
You know what I would do for $500 million? A lot of illegal activities.
Yeah.
I can't talk about.
Yeah.
But like a lot.
All right. Saints at the 49ers. I'm taking the Niners. Mm-hmm. Like you said, low-key Super Bowl contenders.
I got the Niners.
They're a good all-around team. I think their defense can stop Kamara. Olave's been playing good.
Yeah, Olave has been playing good.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to remember the Red Rocket.
Yeah.
That's an old boy right there.
Yeah.
He's going to run out of jet fuel eventually.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know exactly how to word it, but Olave, he's a good receiver. He's a rookie. He's young. Mm-hmm. Do you see the hits that he takes?
No.
He takes hits.
He gets rocked.
He gets rocked. I saw I forgot what game it was in. It was a couple weeks ago. There was like 7 clips back to back of him just getting absolutely rocked. In the same, like, I don't know how he doesn't have CTE by now. Like, I honestly, but I think he's arguably one of the best receivers out of this class.
I think he's
the best.
Well, him and Wilson played at Ohio State together.
Yeah,
Wilson's been playing good.
Wilson has been playing good, but like he would.
London's got the talent, but he doesn't get the ball.
No, because they run every play.
What other wide receivers went?
Who else came out of this draft?
I don't even know. I can't really think.
Pickens.
Pickens.
Pickens, yeah.
Pickett. He's good too.
He's good too. He's a menace. He's
NFL
young boy. Yeah. You gotta be careful playing him. But Sauce will lock him up. I wouldn't be worried about that.
Packers at the Eagles. Fly. Eagles. Fly. I'm taking the Birds.
I'm taking the Birds too.
Sunday night game in Philly. I don't see how the Eagles lose.
I don't see the Eagles losing either. Packers are...
But I think it will be a good game.
I think it will too.
I think the Eagles are going to win. And then Monday night, Steelers at the Colts. I don't know who decided to do that game. Who scheduled that for a Monday night game prime time, really?
Nobody... I mean, those are 2 teams coming into this year that people thought were going to be, like, pretty competitive.
The Steelers? You think so?
I think so, yeah.
I for sure thought the Colts.
I thought the Colts were going to... I thought Jonathan Taylor was going to break records this year.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to put up numbers.
Clearly hasn't.
But the Steelers, I don't know. I feel like I saw a lot of people saying that the Steelers were going to be legit this year.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm going to... In this game, I'm going Pittsburgh.
You like Pittsburgh?
They played great against the Bengals. They held it very close, and the Bengals are a very good team.
Yeah.
So
maybe Najee can have another good game.
Maybe not. I hope he doesn't, but I hope he, does all right.
Now, moving on to the questions. We have 2 very interesting questions. Both can differ in opinion. I'll let you start with answering first.
All right, yeah.
Who is currently the best coach in the NFL?
Robert Saleh. Not even close. I'm not saying that. I'll even go into detail about it.
Yeah, not being biased.
Okay, not being biased.
I mean, you can be biased.
I know. All right, it's between Saleh and who's the Lions coach?
Campbell. Dan Campbell.
Campbell gets me ready to run through a wall.
I love Campbell.
He gets me ready to run through my window or something. But Saleh, all right. Saleh, I don't know much about Campbell. One thing I know about Saleh, the energy is unmatched.
Yeah. You see him on the
runs
sideline
up and down
after
the sidelines.
every play.
Sauce! He's screaming.
Sauce!
Yes, he's on the phone screaming sauce. He's out in the field. I wouldn't be surprised if he suited up one day. I mean, he could probably play quarterback better than Zach.
Probably.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I definitely like Saleh. I think that's a good question too.
See, I'm going with Andy Reid.
You're going Andy Reid?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
they don't have Tyreek Hill, which he was a big part of their offense. But even look at him now.
True.
They're almost unstoppable.
No, seriously.
I looked it up. At this point last year, they were 6-4. They're 8-2 right now.
Really?
Yes. Even without Tyreek Hill, they're good.
Okay.
Very good.
No, yeah. Andy Reid's
great plays. I mean,
yep.
I don't know. Does he? I think he calls the plays. I don't know if it's him or the OC.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even the way that team's just...
It could even be Mahomes. Let's be real. We don't really know.
You never know.
He's at a point in his career where people respect him enough.
Yeah.
His coaches respect him enough to, he knows what he's doing.
Right. And now, last question. This can be very interesting. Who's the best play-by-play announcer in the NFL? Who do you like listening to calling games on a Sunday?
Who do I like
afternoon?
Listening to?
Who do you... We'll say who you like and who do you think the best is.
Okay. I gotta think about this one.
Yeah,
you go first. You go first. Yeah.
So I'll go with my favorites, who I like to hear. Kevin Harlan. I love Kevin Harlan.
Okay.
And Gus Johnson too, because they bring energy. Mm-hmm. There's energy in every single play that they bring that you wouldn't normally get with a lot of other guys. You know Kenny Albert. Have you heard Kenny Albert?
I have not.
He's got a sick voice.
Really?
He calls a lot of hockey games too. I'll tell you this. Remember when Batista hit that home run? Batista with a drive, deep left field.
Yes.
That was him.
That's his voice.
Okay.
Yes.
I love his voice.
Okay.
I love listening to him.
Yeah, see, I don't know much about it now. I don't know much about play-by-play
And then
announcers.
Ian Eagle, he's called the Jets games like the past 3 weeks, I think.
Really?
He's good. I like him.
Okay.
But I think Jim Nantz is the best.
Jim Nantz.
Well, and it's also because of Tony Romo.
Yes.
Because Nantz has been calling games for a long time. But you have Tony Romo now, who played. He has the on-field experience. He brings a whole different perspective to watching games.
Yes.
Like you saw years ago when he first started, he was calling, he would predict plays.
Yes.
I remember
that.
Not even in general, pass or run, very specific. They're gonna run to the right.
I mean, if you really think about it, Romo was
a draw.
Yeah.
A slant. He's gonna hit Kelsey on a slant.
Yeah. Somehow he just knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And he played in the league for countless years.
A long time.
So I don't know. He's good an announcer too.
He's great. Oh, and I can't wait for Brady once he retires.
Seriously,
who knows when that's
going to be crazy.
We got.
I mean,
baited. I thought it was going to be this year, but no.
I give him a couple more years.
Really?
I do.
If they don't win a Super Bowl this year, I don't think they will. But do you think he comes back after this year?
I feel like it's
you saw what happened this year with all that off-field all the controversy off field. He doesn't have a wife no more.
No, he doesn't.
She's with her yoga trainer.
No, Pete Davidson. There was a picture of them together.
Was it Pete or was it? No, I thought they were with their yoga trainer. Really for real.
No,
I thought I saw a picture of them on an island. Her and their fitness or yoga trainer.
Really?
I didn't know about.
I didn't see that.
Pete Davidson, really?
I saw reports right when they said they got divorced of Pete Davidson slid in her DMs or something. Giselle, but I mean Giselle makes triple Brady's salary, so she's honestly.
She doesn't need him.
No, but the only thing is you can't break up a family like that.
No.
I'm a big advocate for keeping families together.
Yeah.
Unless it's an unhealthy relationship, but I feel like we don't know everything.
No.
But I don't know.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll go back to play-by-play. Who do you think?
See, I don't really know the announcers. Nantz, great announcer.
Iconic voice.
Iconic.
Everyone knows Jim Nantz.
Everyone knows Jim Nantz.
Yes.
Another one is what was the first name you said?
Kevin Harlan.
Kevin Harlan. I like him too.
I love him.
I like him too, but I don't know.
I don't like Joe Buck. I despise him. No. Every Monday night, I always watch Peyton and Eli.
Yes.
I can't watch the regular.
See, that's what I was going to say, but you said Sunday, because I like watching Peyton and Eli. They bring a different element to watching the game.
Yeah.
As far as they have people on to talk. Mm-hmm. They have, like, their script it flows really nice with the game. I think they do a great job. Mm-hmm. I think they do a really good job.
It's not play-by-play. I mean, they're analyzing every play.
Yeah.
Like, I like watching them a lot.
Yeah. No, I like that too.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, were you gonna say, Peyton and Eli? Yeah, you could say that.
I can say that. Yeah, Peyton and Eli.
Peyton and Eli. I like that.
I like watching Peyton and Eli. Yeah.
Well, that wraps it up. That wraps up the Q&A. If you have questions for the next episode, make sure to DM the Instagram at Off the Bench Podcast, comment on the YouTube channel at Off the Bench Podcast, or email them in to offthebenchpodcast34@gmail.com. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Tyler, it was a pleasure having you. This was an amazing episode.
No, it was. Like, I'm so glad you had me on.
Yes.
It's an honor.
Thank you for being the first guest.
I'm actually very honored. I was very excited about this all day.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop. I was at work. Like, stocking shelves. Like, can't wait.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, seriously.
And I hope all of you have a great rest of your week. See you next episode. Thanks.